Whoa, whoa. The idea of anything being at its peak would imply that there is a challenge afoot. And that is almost the most difficult thing to measure in life, especially when everyone's lives are so impeccably different. But if you ask our good friend Danny Brown, his best life is a simple little stroll along memory lane and a sexual encounter or two, and just embracing the fact that while, yeah, we only get one, we should make it the best we can. And so, in this song, he kind of talks about this song that's also coming off of his new album that'll be out, I want to say next year. Um, Basically, either October 4th or 410, which would imply next year because we're no longer even close to that month, of which I totally remember, and that's totally not why my brain just shut down. But anyway, in Best Life, it's kind of produced by Q-Tip as well. It's a sort of it has this very like I said, stroll, very positive vibe. But the thing about it is that Danny Brown doesn't really go into any intricate details per se. He sort of leaves it at generalities and offers kind of like these little simplified moments of, yeah, I was getting into this situation and we got to get out of the hood, and sort of these things that people can relate to. But he doesn't really ever go into intricate detail. And I think that is because the thing about being happy and having your best life per se is that usually the emotion of happiness feels pretty simple. It could be something as small as, oh my God, I just love it when I have bacon on my pizza, and you eat the bacon on the pizza, and for a split second you have bliss until you remember that inevitably you'll finish that pizza. But we're not here to get depressing. Again, sort of the simplicity of happiness sometimes can come from just the smallest things in life, and so it's easier to just not overcomplicate that and try to over explain that, instead kind of using the instrumental, which has a few strings that feel a little classic. It feels almost nostalgic, and a little bit of a sort of not skeletal beat, but sort of a beat that's like laid back and not really going intense. Sometimes I think the ways that movies or popular media can portray happiness, that it has to be this overly excited thing that has to be completely theatrical and completely dramatic. And I'm sure we all fall prey to it. We believe that in a perfect world, we'll wake up in our mansion and we'll be able to do whatever we want every 5 seconds. But I guess I don't know. At least for me, as I've gotten older, it's kind of been less grandiose and a little more simplistic. Now, I do have some goals that sort of traverse a wider landscape than just being like, I want to wake up and be financially stable slash this, then this, and this. But overall, again, sort of getting back to the song, it's a chill song. It doesn't really, I don't. There's not really much of an impact per se. I think the biggest idea to pull from it is sort of just that last hook line of, well, we only get one life, so I'm going to live my best life, that determined nature to remain optimistic in the face of what is hard, because there's not necessarily another opportunity. There is no guarantee, and the fact that there is no guarantee should push you to achieve those things, because you have no idea when you'll get snatched from that. You have no idea if you're going to wake up tomorrow. You have no idea if you step outside to smell the fresh air and then a tree falls on you. That's really morbid thought, but let's not think about falling trees, and let's think about the fact that we all can potentially achieve our best lives. There's a lot of different obstacles that come with existing, like just off of the basis of being born. There will be problems depending on like who you are. That the amount of problems may be different. So I think it's good that this song embraces sort of kind of just a relaxed, not overly verbose or um, too enthusiastic to almost become sort of like a pop song, in which it would display happiness as this thing that has to be grandiose and you need to be partying every 5 seconds. Sometimes being happy is just kind of like, chilling in the chair and being able to just hang out. Um, so happiness has other formats rather than just we're having fireworks in our souls and we need you to know and everybody needs to go. That looked like I flipped off the camera, but I didn't. And I cannot produce a high note to save my life. So yeah, best life with Danny Brown. It's not. It's sort of a departure from the other track, which was a little more, a little darker, a little more sinister. But it seems the overall tone. I think somebody said it on Reddit, but it sort of has this '80s funky vibe to it, and it's pretty enjoyable to see. I want to say Danny Brown's in a good place. So, it's always good to get music from both sides and not just, wish upon the artist. Oh, we need this artist to be in like a dark place so like he can make some really good stuff. Cause like that's just mentally damaging for the artist. The artist deserves to be happy and be able to make music in that format and not have to be tethered to the same idea. You know, we gotta let artists be human, not just because we give a crap about what they make, but because they're still people and they're not just content machines. So respect artists in all formats and uh, make sure that you do what you can do, whatever is possible, whatever allows you, whatever autonomy you have. Make sure you're using that agency to seek out your very own best life. Because at the end of the day, just like the viewer that's in here, you only get one. Now, I could probably get more viewers, but I'm not really. I love doing that. I need to stop. Like it's a bad habit that I'm addicted to, and it's just dangerous. And you know, I think, yeah. Well, this guy says if you're not achieving your best life, well, your happiness, well, it'll just go. Oh wait. I forgot to end the video. Oh my god, I just clicked off of it. This is hilariously bad because you can't tell that I clicked off of it, but I told on myself. And that was the one mistake you're not supposed to make. You're supposed to just be chill. And then when everything goes crazy, then you can be like,